Battlefield is back, baby.
Battlefield.
That's all we're going to say.
If we say
minutes.
it, Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield. All the Battlefields. Battlefield 6 has released. It came out on October. What day did it come out? I put that down. It came out.
On October 5th. That was very
5th, something like that. Yeah.
Favorable to our.
Yeah, Battlefield 6 has arrived in our hands, and it is, I should know, because it was like the greatest, October 10th, that's what it was.
Oh, I was close.
October 10th. So it came out October 10th on all platforms. It is available now to play for everybody. PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox Series X, not the Switch. But I have heard people say they ran it on I heard people play this on ROG Ally X, and they said it's pretty cool. But it's not.
Dude, if it can play on the Xbox S, this should be fine.
Yeah,
any system should be fine.
Oh yeah, 100%. So Battlefield 6 is out right now. What they have available for play is the campaign, and then there is multiplayer, full multiplayer with 9 maps, and then there is the Battlefield Portal. We'll talk about all 3 of those during this conversation, and then probably at a later date we'll have conversation on Battle Royale when that drops October 28th. And then also there's going to be some new maps coming out, some new modes, some new weapons, and they're going to have like a season pass as well that's going to drop with that too. So there's going to be some more stuff that'll be coming to the game later that we will likely have another conversation on because, it's Battlefield, it's in the conversation now. It's great.
Our life now.
It's our life now. So I want to open up with the kind of the key piece of this game, and that's obviously the multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about the other things later on, but we've been playing the multiplayer, jumping into it. Like they have the 9 maps available. There are bigger maps now than what was in the beta, which I think is good variety of stuff. We'll kind of get into the kind of nitty gritty of that later on. A lot of different game modes that are available to play. We have the traditional conquest mode. There is the breakthrough rush. They've added escalation, which we have now learned what escalation is, and that's basically a variation on conquest where you start with 7 control points on the map, and the map is as large as it can be. And then after a certain period of time of your team holding more points than the other team, a counter starts up at the top of the screen. And once it gets full capacity, you get a point, and then 1 point drops off, and then the map gets smaller. And then it does that, I think, 3 or 4 times before you get to the final round, and whoever's basically winning at that point, it's like best 2 out of 3 kind of will win the mode, which I kind of like. I think it's kind of a cool twist on the Battlefield conquest experience. And so a lot of maps, a lot of guns, a lot of unlocks, a lot of progression, a lot of chaos.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun, yeah. So how are y'all feeling about it? Austin, like what's your impression of it having come off of 2042? We're now in Battlefield 6. How do you feel this game is faring for you?
I mean, obviously the hype was there, so I was really excited to jump in that day and play it. But honestly, the initial reaction after playing it was, it kind of sucks. I really felt
that's a lot of build up for that.
I know. Well, wait, it all changes. Don't worry. I just wasn't enjoying myself with the guns and stuff, and I like sniping, so I automatically just like went to sniper and tried to get good at that. And I just felt like the way that, surprising to me, I was like, I really enjoyed sniping in 2142. So I was like, what the heck's going on? Anyway, got some more time into it. I progressed. I got more unlocks. I played different classes. I got more attachments for all the guns. And now it is starting to feel like the Battlefield I remember, like Battlefield 4. And it's a lot of fun. Just going in there, running and gunning, and I don't know, I felt like I was an old man starting off. I felt like everyone was just flying through doors and just 360 no-scoping everyone in the room. And I was just like, what the fuck's going on? And now I'm like to that point where I like understand the maps pretty good. I can just fly into a room and just, mow down some people, and I have the kits I like, and, everything's tailored to me and my play style. So fantastic.
Yep. It's cool.
It's fantastic.
Jason, how are you feeling about it?
I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't put as much time into it as you guys, but like, I'm still not a big fan of like these first-person shooter type stuff. But with this one, I'm really enjoying just because of the destruction. It reminds me of the finals, but not so goofy craziness happening. There's some good tug of war moments in the game where it feels like we're losing, but somehow we're magically able to come back. Everyone's focused in. I like those like nail biter moments in the game.
The
conquest stuff. It's running great on PlayStation. Like I have zero issues. I'm very happy I got it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. I enjoyed 2042 for what it was, and that was like my first time being introduced in the Battlefield franchise of the world thing, and you guys were talking that up like crazy, and then I jumped into it, and you guys were like, oh, this sucks, and I'm like, I don't know what to go off of here.
I still
I really don't know what to go off here.
Man, we really hyped you up. But
I still liked it. Just the maps were really big, you know?
But now I can see what you guys are talking about, and I appreciate this game for what it is. I'm really enjoying it. I just need to get better at it and get used to what I'm doing. I kind of wish there was like a no shit. They have the firing range, which is awesome. I love it. I can jump right in, test out a gun. Even like doing the customizations, you can hit a button and just jump right in there and test out that gun.
Yeah, I love that.
With whatever you add onto it, right? But I kind of wish they had that with vehicles. I know you can do like the portals and stuff and do a vehicle training thing.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish it was like more in the menu. To do that, like, oh, practice driving a fucking tank because I jumped in a helicopter. Think I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, and I wasn't. I was not, and I flipped it, and I landed, and I went boom, and I was just like, and someone's like, well, way to fly that helicopter, bud. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, and especially because of how rarely you get access to those things, especially like the planes and the whatnot. It would be nice to. I mean, you do have Portal, but instructional things that tell you like. What do the different weapon types do? How do you use them appropriately? Because I was watching a guy one time, Stone Mountain 64, when he was playing the preview version when they sent them all out to like have the reveal and whatnot. And he was talking about when he was flying the plane, there's a secondary fire on one of the planes that has a little circle reticle that moves around, and I didn't realize that that's the indicator of where the bomb's going to drop. And so I'm sitting there like just dropping bombs, just thinking it's just like you just got to time it right. But no, there's a little indicator that like moves as you're like flying the plane that'll indicate like if you like wherever this little circle is will be the place where it's going to drop that bomb.
Yeah.
And that like changed the game for me of knowing that thing. But the game doesn't tell you that. You just have to figure it out, you know?
And also figure out if your teammates, like if you're in a fucking plane and your teammate marks a vehicle of some sort, your auto lock for your fucking jet will lock onto it and you can shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, there's like the Recon has like a mechanic where they can like laser designate and paint.
Yeah, you got a big old infrared binoculars. They can zoom in pretty far. Yeah, and I use that a lot because it's great for sniping. It's great actually for like if you and another sniper are together, you can look and be like, "Hey, I see a guy," and then the other guy can shoot. Anyway, but yeah, you can lock on and paint targets, and I always enjoyed that mechanic, especially in Battlefield 4. Like. I love playing sniper, and I loved using that and helping, like, really working as a team. Especially if someone had, like, a javelin. I'd be like, hey, I got this guy marked. You know, release your javelin. Yeah. It's just, you know, you get a bunch of XP for helping, and then, obviously, the person who killed the vehicle.
I've honestly been really impressed with... One thing, I don't love that I feel like, reduced the bonuses and, like, the player-designated roles of squad leadership and management. Like, I mean, I think there is a squad leader because I've been able to mark targets before, but if I'm like in Battlefield 2042, if I was just a player in a squad and wasn't the leader, I can mark a location and other people can confirm that yes, I'm going in this point.
Yeah.
That's been removed, which I think is a weird choice.
That is a weird
choice. Because when I mark now, it just pings a location, but I'm like, no, I want to ping and tell people like, hey, I'm going to A. And indicate that you can't do that. I think that's really odd.
In the beta you could like, and then like you could see how many people have pinged it.
I thought you could too. So I don't know if it's like a glitch or like something that they like just for some reason took out.
It's only the squad leader who can actually ping an actual place.
Yeah, so I'm just like that's kind of stupid to me, honestly.
It is kind of stupid.
So I'm hoping they bring that part back. But like I will say, like as far as the class features go, like you have the 4 main classes: the assault, support, recon, and then engineer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
With those 4, like people are like actually playing the roles a lot better than they normally do in this game, because like medic especially is always like lacking in this game. But I feel like I actually get constantly healed. In this game, they're doing it right, which is previous games. I feel like I'm always like sitting there like, hey, come heal me, heal me. Yep. people are actually healing me in this game, whether they're on my team or not.
Do you think it's because of the defib? Because it's so easy to just fucking.
I think
run
that's
by
part
or
of
do
it. But
yes.
I think also just like previously the medic class was very the medic class is a medic and a support that drops ammunition and stuff. So it's more has more utility than it did before.
Yeah.
And it carries an LMG that's your proficiency, ability.
Okay.
So
just fantastic.
yeah.
To be able to heal yourself and reload yourself.
Yeah.
with web.
It's so nice.
having
And
an
like
LMG.
it just is so much more of a useful kit now.
Mhm.
Assault honestly is the least useful for me.
I don't really play Assault.
I don't play Assault either, which is cool in a way because like that used to be the most played kit from everybody, but it didn't really have a lot of like team utility. And now like anti-tank is so beneficial. Like the fact that I can carry mines and rockets is awesome because like I hated the fact that like if I got mines while I'm sacrificing my rocket, and you gotta have a rocket, right?
Gotta have a rocket.
And now so like you can carry like 2 things at any given time is like super, super helpful. And even Recon I like a lot better because the Recon is it has 2 things too it carries. What are the
You can put down your little I don't know what it's actually called, but it's like a little area
thing that tells you who's in the area or
detector.
whatever. Yeah.
And then you got your binoculars to start off with.
That's right. Okay.
But you don't have the spawn in.
Oh yeah.
I think you only you get like that class has a second subclass that you can open up. I think it's called Spec Ops.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is when you get it.
Yeah.
Because you're starting what is it?
Starting kit.
Starting kit has the little ping in the area for
Yeah.
enemies or enemy detector,
Yeah.
which is great. It's fine, and you get a claymore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Claymores. Yeah. But yeah, so I think the class upgrades have been really good and solid. And I've actually used a ladder on a couple games. Like when I am playing Assault, I put the ladder up, and that was super helpful to like have access. Like, yeah, I was playing with Jason Travis, and I was using it to get us up on top of a point without having to go all the way around and stuff. So it's a small thing, but it's a nice little benefit to have that and set it up in the map and play through. I've been like having a lot of fun with the vehicles too, like the tanks and stuff. I feel like I'm able to do more with for some reason. And then whether I'm a primary player or the secondary with a gunner, like I've been like loving those things up like crazy.
Yeah.
And that's been super fun. And then also like engineering, like was Austin, you and I were playing the game where I was like losing my shit because like we had a tank that was, I think it was Breakthrough we were playing.
Oh yeah.
And we had a tank that was moving forward, and me and like 3 other players were just like engineering the shit out of this tank, and we lasted so long, like probably like good 20 minutes with this tank staying alive and just like taking points.
It was
and
always
moving.
at near death.
It was so
like they
crazy.
heal it and then it get hit, and we're like, it's dying.
Yeah, it was so satisfying though, and that was like the moment where it's like, okay, we're all rallying together around this like thing to like keep it. And like normally people never repaired in 2042 either.
Well, you
And
didn't
now
need
it's
to
like,
because
yeah.
you
tank
could
was
auto
like
repair,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
like it was so beefy. Like I hit, like you could take 5 hits and still not die.
Yeah.
And I think this goes to show like you don't need these beefy ass vehicles. Like having this makes you work together, and you
They
had a great
balanced
moment.
it a lot better. Yeah.
And I think in that map too, like the tanks ended up getting blown up, but there ended up being a medic nearby. So even though you all died,
Yes.
like he came
back
in
to life,
and
yeah.
revived all y'all.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
It was so sick.
Great.
Yeah, I want to talk about the maps a little bit. So like they have, when we played the beta, there was
I think
this
it was 3.
Liberation Peak, Siege of Cairo, and then Empire State they added later. And then there was Iberian Offensive, I think it was. So like 2 small maps. Liberation Peak is like still one of the bigger maps. And then Empire State was also small. Since then we have like Mirak Valley, which has like the trenches and stuff that like you go down the trenches. It's like all kind of a war-torn area. There's that Sobek City that's like it's in a desert and it's got a bunch of buildings and stuff like that. And then there was one map that I hardly ever play because it's relegated to the small game modes. It's like the French Quarter map or something like that. I don't think either of y'all probably have played it yet because you have to play the smaller like squad deathmatch modes to actually have it show up, which is kind of weird that it's like
Tied to that.
It's tied to that. Yeah. Like all these maps are interesting in that they're designed for certain instances. And like, I love how diverse they can be, but I was I'm surprised that they made that map like limited so much that it is, because it's a really good map, but it's just like you have to play deathmatch to run it basically, or domination or King of the Hill or whatever. But how do y'all feel about the maps overall now that you have the full unlock of everything? Like, is there any maps that like are standouts to you, or are there any maps you feel are broken? How are y'all thinking about that?
I think the map. God, there's one that I fucking hate. It's the city one. I can't remember which one it is.
Manhattan Bridge, maybe.
I have to
I'll
see
pull up
it.
the maps here.
So I don't even look at the name, and I just see the picture. And I'm like, fuck this map, dude. Like, but it's like in the central location. There's like a two buildings. You can run through the center of it, and then there's like artwork inside of one side of it that you can run up to. That's another point. There's a point in the center. I think it is Empire State. Yeah, it is. Fuck that map, dude.
Yes,
I fucking hate that map.
Really?
Man.
There's a lot going on.
I like the more open areas where there's still cover,
Mhm.
those buildings and stuff. Scroll up a little bit. I think I like that one that was at the bottom. I like that one too.
Firestorm.
Yeah, Firestorm I like.
Firestorm's great.
This is the one that's you never get to see.
I think I did that one.
Yeah, I've never played that one.
Yeah. It's infantry only, and it's relegated like the squad deathmatch ones.
That one's not bad.
Yeah.
That one was pretty
Sobek
interesting.
City.
I hate New Sobek.
Yeah.
Really?
Were you playing with us whenever we were stuck in that like fucking? No, it's Travis and I and you. But we were like trying to sneak up, or I think Travis and I were just playing
in New Sobek.
Yeah.
in Sobek, and we're like stuck between we're on this like cliffside, and we're going in between a gap where you can run through, and there's people on top of the building shooting at us, and I'm just throwing up my my shield bunker thing,
Yeah.
and I'm just reviving people because there's snipers. Oh, you just see fucking white dots everywhere just looking at you. I'm just and they're just shooting, falling down. Revive. But we were holding that point, and they were so focused in on us that another team came up behind them and fucking wiped them all out.
Oh
And
yeah, I remember that.
winning. So it was a good time.
Yeah, I feel like some of these maps, I love them in Conquest, and then I feel like they fall apart in Breakthrough. Which I love Breakthrough as a mode, but like Mirak Valley, for example, is a horrible Breakthrough map. Because you start off when you're attacking, you just have this big, huge, massive open area with a bunch of trenches, which is kind of cool. I thought it would be cool, but like you are like a sitting duck, and you're just like running out and just like dying and dying and dying, and it's horribly unbalanced. And then like Sobek City was similar too. It has I don't love how it plays out with Breakthrough. Some of the maps do really, really well. Others not at all.
Did you guys have to lower down your sensitivity?
I actually had to increase it a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Mine was fucking. I flicked the joystick and it just fucking full 360. I was like, what the hell? I had to lower that down.
That's hilarious. Yeah, mine was really slow, especially aiming. I was like, what the heck? Fix that real fast.
Yeah. But I like the variety in the maps. I mean, it's kind of nice that there's not every map has planes and helicopters and stuff like that. And
I was actually able to get into a vehicle, like drive one around, which was surprising. So
yeah, it's definitely a little bit easier to get into them. And there's a lot more infantry focus on things, and like I feel like tanks matter a lot more. But it's like I feel like there's such a good balance of like, if you have a tank out there, like it's gonna go down at some point unless you have really good people like supporting you and keeping you alive. But like I never feel threatened by tanks, whereas 2042 I felt like you were like infantry. You were so useless as infantry. I feel like in that game.
You didn't have,
unless you were an anti-tank.
If you didn't have other vehicles who could help with destroying their vehicles, like you're basically fucked.
Yeah,
like the game's over.
Yeah,
because then you just like come out little by little with your vehicles, and they just get destroyed because they already got that defense
or
the defensive position. So I think the one thing this is missing, I've always said it too, even with 2142, is they need to bring back commander mode. Like I feel like there's just so many times that there's just the team has no direction, and not that the team would listen to the commander, but I think
it'll still be useful.
They could refine it to a point where it's like, hey, someone just hold this position and tell another team or two teams to go up a different direction to take another position, and then you get like. I feel like a lot of maps are lost because like everyone pushes up to the point where the spawn point, and then I believe the teams start spawning in other places, don't they?
No, they usually just spawn
Or
at the
just-
same point.
They do they?
Yeah.
Maybe
If you're
I
playing
can't-
Conquest or Breakthrough, it's the same
point.
places.
Okay. Because I feel like a lot of the times, like everyone pushes up, and then I guess some people sneak behind, and then they start taking everything close to your spawn point,
Yeah.
and then they just start moving up, and it's just like, well, if we just would have held this area and let that one point just stay,
Yeah.
we would win the map. But
Well, that's
everyone's
why-
just like, go, go, go.
That's why it's interesting with like the way that they've redesigned these maps and stuff. I feel like it used to be they were much more like just big, huge, open, sprawling areas. Like looking back at 2042, they had that one icy map that had like the big oil
Oh,
tanker in it.
yeah.
You know, that shit was just spread out all over the place
Everywhere.
in that, and there was no like central like kind of focus. And I feel like in this, what a lot of these maps, even like Liberation Peak, which is the larger one, it's got a very clear kind of like push and pull trajectory. Like even though if you're not doing breakthrough, like you're funneling yourself towards the enemy base by way of these points that are
Yeah.
like relatively close in proximity to each other. And there's not like, you know, going way up here and then going down way down below and then over there. It's like they're all very much like contained in this like central like left to right tug of war kind of mentality, which I think helps the play, and it also translates well to Breakthrough and Rush in having that, you know, built in and stuff. But I think that's been a good design decision for them. I know you said performance was good for you.
Yep,
My
that's right.
performance started off awesome and then went real bad, and then I found out that this game is majorly requires RAM, and I had to do some BIOS settings to change my RAM, and now like I'm getting like 120 frames per second, which is awesome. But I had like 50 or 60, and there was points where I was getting this little like yellow indicator that would pop up that said I was getting packet loss and like frame rate drops and like all these different things, and it was
Yeah.
driving me nuts.
Yeah.
And I couldn't kill people, and I thought it was like, and I was having like rubber
Get
banding
good, son.
issues and stuff. And all of a sudden I fixed that, and suddenly my KDR went from like 1 to like 1.8. And I was like, I'm badass now.
I'm back,
Awesome.
baby.
I'm back.
Hey, you made it to the top, man.
Yeah.
Leaderboard.
Made it up there. Yeah, I had several games this weekend where my squad was number 1, which is really nice. So
That
it
is
was
nice.
kind of cool to have that victory, because like we were all like collectively like doing really well, like pushing the points and playing on each other and stuff like that. So for me, really the big things I think that need to be adjusted in the game right now are just adding back in some of that squad command kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And then I think there's a few maps that need to be adjusted in how Breakthrough works. I think Conquest works pretty good in most of them, but I do also love that like all these maps are designed with like these little like maps within them that have like, oh, if you're playing squad deathmatch, you're relegated to this little area of Cairo that is specifically for that squad deathmatch. So it's kind of cool. That's like they built multiple maps inside of one map basically.
Mhm.
And it works pretty well in most cases, except for just Breakthrough is a challenge for attackers, which usually it's the other way around. Defenders have a hard time, but in this one, it's like I feel like defenders can just like hold their point and hold their own and sink in and, you know, be good. But Destruction, definitely awesome. Freaking love it. I didn't love
Man,
at first how they like it was very scripted in the way it works, but now I'm like, this is exactly how it should be. You know, it needs to have that scripted kind of nature of you blow up a building, you know exactly how that building's going to be, because it's otherwise it would just be unnecessary chaos in this massive thing. But man, like some of these like every little thing being exploded, and like I see a guy in a building and I'm like, you're not going to be there very long, buddy. I blow a rocket up into it. He just I got 4 kills and one. I blew up, you know, the center point in Siege of Cairo.
Yeah.
That everybody like is always going back and forth in this building on the other side. I saw like 4 guys over there that were like hiding up there, like shooting sniper and stuff. And I just like shot a little flammable barrel in front of it and just toppled the whole thing down and got a quad kill. It's like, yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. So good.
It is nice.
I also love that everybody's been playing this game. Like everybody on my
everyone-
friends list is playing this game right now.
Everyone's playing it.
Everyone who pops up on Steam is just like
It's
Battlefield 6,
Battlefield.
Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, we're back, baby.
Sales are good. They just gotta.
Did that Call of Duty game come out yet?
No, it comes out in November.
It's never
Oh,
coming
man.
out. It's never
Probably
coming
wanna
out.
Push that back a little bit more.
I know.
Yeah, early next year.
I was interested in their co-op mode
I
that they
was
had in
too.
that, but I'm like,
Let it launch alongside the new GTA game, so everyone forgets about it.
yeah, right, yeah. The weapons and stuff. So y'all like the weapon system, weapon upgrades, all that stuff. Yeah,
We're back, baby.
yeah, I like it too.
We're
I mean,
back.
it's very Call of Duty inspired in that sense
Yeah.
of like, you know, building out your points and stuff. But to your point, Jason, of like just being able to go in there and
And just
make
test
a
it out real
change and
quick.
test it real
Yeah.
fast and then go back
As soon
and
as you
like,
customize it, it gives you the option to go like right into the shooting range, which is nice.
are y'all using like, do you have different weapons per like type of gun that you're switching through, or are you just like finding a gun that you like in like this SMG category and like rolling with that?
I'm still trying to figure out what guns I like. I was using the light machine gun because I'm playing support, but I don't like the reload time on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I switched
Yeah.
over to the just the regular assault rifle, and I'm enjoying it. But I think I just recently switched over to a SMIG, and I'm using it. So I'm still like playing around, toying around with it, figuring out which one I like more.
I just learned that there was attachments that can change your reload time
Yep.
and also attachments that can change your aim down sight time.
Yep.
Because I had a gun that was just like, I loved it, but aim down sight was so freaking slow. And then I found I could swap a attachment to it and was like, oh, this is so much better now. Like I can actually like ADS like much, much quicker. So a lot of little micro adjustments that have been done. And then like that stupid freaking green laser. I hate having a laser, but it increases your freaking accuracy so much. And I'm like, okay, fuck it.
But you don't have to turn it on, right? Or it has to be on.
Well, it's on by default.
Yeah, it's on by
so,
default.
I know, but
yeah.
you can always just like click
Yeah,
it
but I don't
off.
want to do that every time. You know, it's like the flashlight too. It's like every time I load it in, I got to turn it off. Like,
I think it saves it. Like if you turn it off, like it just
no, it doesn't
saves.
save for me. No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I die, you know, then it just comes back on again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But it's okay. It's fine.
yeah.
I
It's
just got
fine.
rid of the flashlight and because the green laser is better accuracy than the red laser.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna use that. And
Yeah, I was going to take it off because I was like, oh, people can see me. But when I took it off, I saw my accuracy go down. I was like, never mind.
yeah, not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty solid. Campaign, been playing campaign.
Yeah, how's that going
You got
for
a
you?
campaign for it a little bit, right?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
It's a
Yeah.
5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like I know you want to beat it, but you have to because you get some,
You get some costumes and stuff.
Yeah,
for
and
it.
I'm like,
You can beat it.
Yeah, if you can beat it.
Brett, what's
Yeah.
wrong with your game?
Yeah, so I'm on the second to last mission in the game. It's a very short campaign. It's 9 missions total, and I am on the 8th mission. And it's they designed this a lot. This kind of feels a lot like a Call of Duty campaign in a way where there's a variety in each mission, and like some missions are like, oh, you're going stealth and like, you know, breaking into this place and you gotta be sneaky, which not really sneaky because it's Battlefield. It's not
Battlefield.
going to have that sneakiness. And those other maps are like big, huge, crazy, wild explosions and like chaos happening and this, that, whatever. And this mission I'm on is the first one that's like you pick what you want to do, which Call of Duty had a mission like this too, where it's like, here's a big open sprawling area, just go do shit. And in this one, it says you have to destroy 3 SAM sites, and I got to pick which direction I go. So I did all that, and it's a long mission. It's like 30 minutes probably to clear out each location. And then it's like, okay, now go to the final point. So there's these little vehicles there. I get in a vehicle, and I'm driving towards the final point, and I get it's 600 meters away. I get 300 meters away from it, and the game crashes to desktop. Straight up just crashes to desktop. I was like, what the hell? So I open the game back up again. I try it again. Unfortunately, the save point was like right when I'm about to get in the vehicle to go there. I do it again, crash to desktop. So I'm like, well, maybe I'm going the wrong direction. So let me go a different pathway and see if that changes it. Crash to desktop. Well, let me try walking it and see if that fixes it. Crash to desktop. So nothing I did. I've tried 6 times now. It won't work. And I don't want to go back and redo the mission over again because it was 30 minutes long and not my favorite mission in the game. So I'm like, maybe I'll do that, but then it could crash again. And I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm just going to sit and wait until a patch comes out and hope that patch miraculously fixes it. But I was so mad because I was so close to finishing it.
Did you look up see if other people were having issues?
Yes. And I haven't seen anybody having a problem with it, which is weird. And I thought maybe it was my RAM change that I just made. But like the game itself, I've been able to play for hours and it has no problem. It's just at one specific point in that map that it's just like crashing on me.
Updating your graphics drivers, repairing the game files, or disabling the in-game overlay and notifications might help.
It's all generic stuff. It's not gonna fix it. I did do the graphic driver update though. Didn't fix it. So it is what it is. But the campaign is fine. It's got some interesting moments. I don't mind the characters, but it doesn't have. I was hoping it would have hit like Battlefield 3 and 4 did, because I really got connected to those that squad really well. And even though like the game was kind of generic in a lot of places, like the squad was really solid. This one, the squad's cool, but I don't like love them as much as I did.
It seems like they just threw the campaign in there, just throw it in there. I don't think it was like.
Yeah,
I want to go back and play that because it was a good campaign. But I can't remember what the story was.
I can't remember either. I remember. I feel like it was. I want to say that it was a squad that was kind of on their own, and then so it was like them, like they kind of got like cut off from their like superior people or whatever, and they were like, well, we still got a mission, like we have a thing we want to do, and we're gonna do this together, kind of thing. So like,
okay,
we're overcoming those odds.
Yeah.
We're Guardians of the Galaxy.
Because I was thinking, like, I mean, you said it kind of plays like Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
I think initially, like, you know, how do you get someone into a story like this? And I feel like the first mission is, you know, it's pretty good, like for what it does and how it like just kind of throws you in there. It's like, okay, I can see myself get into this, but then it's just like, why do I care about any of this? And I feel like Call of Duty Modern Warfare that released back in 2007, like coming off of George Bush's presidency, you know, we're all like, I don't know, who American, war, military,
war,
and like playing through that game was just like, oh yeah, look, military men, so cool, look at us, we're heroes. And they're really able to like draw you in and feed off of that and make that such a, you know, cultural experience for that time. And this is like, yeah, we're at war places, but like there's nothing like, oh yeah, freaking love the military. I mean, I appreciate the military, but it's not like that time where everyone was in it.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just it's like they sat down. They're like, what? It's almost like they compared themselves to Call of Duty, and then started doing something that was a little bit like that, which was kind of a
bad idea,
weird play. And like I really liked when they did Battlefield 1, where they did the vignettes of like putting you in the shoes of like a fighter pilot during World War One, and they put you in the shoes of like a secret sniper, and it was just like little vignettes of like different stories of war. And I thought that was a really smart, unique way to do a story campaign. I kind of wish they did that here, because they could have had the same characters like they have now, because like they have this Gecko character, they have Lopez, like all these characters have a personality, and they do put you in those shoes, but you're still with your squad, the same squad and stuff. You're just, you know, moving around who you play as. And I mean, there's definitely there's one mission in here that was really cool, where it's like you go underground and you find out that like Pax Armada had like an underground World War II like museum that you're like navigating through and like fighting people through. So it's like really cool set pieces and stuff. It's just like, it's a fine campaign. They have like a squad command thing where you can like tell your squad to go kill these people, and then like an hour into it, I forgot that even existed, and like didn't really care, because I'm like, I can kill them faster than my squad can kill them, so I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah,
he's mostly supporting fire.
Yeah, so but I mean, it's a value add for the game. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, you know, you're spending $70 for a game, you get a 4-hour campaign out of it. Like, it's cool. Play it once. They even have a feature in here where apparently, if you can beat it, unlike me, where it doesn't crash on you when you finish it, they give you a prompt that says, "Would you like to uninstall this game just to save space?" And I thought that was kind of cool to be like, we know you're not going to play this again, so just here's an easy access button to get rid of it, so you can go back to doing the other things.
I will say, regardless of how this campaign is received, generally, I think just having it in there makes it like a big plus to buy this game.
Yeah.
It's not just like this online model when they're going to milk you. It's like, well, here's something, you know, anything. And we were to the point where we're just like, oh, thank you for giving me something, just anything.
Yeah. So last thing I want to talk about before we close this out is Battlefield Portal.
I forget about that.
I feel like everyone.
Yeah. Well, so it had such a great sales pitch of like, you can make these maps, you can do this, you can do that, and all this stuff. It is broken as shit right now.
Oh,
y'all. It is so bad. Like, there's so much potential here, But I don't think what they did. I think where they screwed up was that they didn't have a good moderation system in place for it. So they have 2 different menus you can use to navigate the community portal. One is browse servers, which is just a server list to browse through all the experiences. And the other one is an experiences tab that shows you all of the game experiences people have created with like a voting system where you can like thumbs it up or like put it and save it or whatever. So people can like
go back.
You can see which is most popular.
Oh, okay.
And there's a few of them in there that are really cool. Like there's one called Besieged, which is a 4-player game mode, which I wasn't able to play because we couldn't get a full 4-man. But it's basically like horde mode, where you like hold a point, fight off a bunch of bad guys, and then move on another point and fight off a bunch of bad guys, etc. And then there's a Ace Pursuit, which is fighter jets flying through like rings and like doing like testing your piloting skills basically. Mm-hmm. And then there's one called Bomb Squad, where you're going in to like blow up a bomb, like plant a bomb, and then the other team has to defend it, kind of like a Counter-Strike thing, but in Battlefield, I guess. And then there was another one that was like climb this tower and do like jump mechanics and stuff to get to the top of a tower, but you can also kill people on your way up. So it's kind of like a race to the top kind of idea. And interesting ideas, but every time I clicked into one of those experiences to read about it and then browse a server to get into a server with it, no servers available. And all the servers that were available at launch, people made XP farm servers where you can just drop in there and just like literally just farm the shit out of your XP, because XP you can collect in Portal just like you can in the main game. So people are leveling up their guns like crazy.
Yeah, I saw a video of someone doing that.
And there was no limitation in it. Like Battlefield didn't put like a limiter on how many. So you're allowed to like build an experience and launch a server on their servers. So you don't have to pay for a server or anything like that. You just launch it on theirs.
Wow.
But there's a capacity limit to how many servers can be operating. And so all these servers are being operated by XP farms. And so that last week it came out that they realized that was a problem. So they shut that down. And now there's like 10 XP farm servers. But there's nobody playing Portal right now because I just don't think people are just managing and setting up the systems like they need to. So these experiences exist, but there's no servers to play them on, and it sucks. Because there's some really cool ideas here, and I'm really excited to get into it. It's just, it's kind of broken in this way. So like they're going to get there, like they will fix it, and I'm sure it's going to be like awesome once it's done, but it's unfortunate now because I was like, a lot of these modes I was so hyped to get into and play, because the Besiege one, it's like got a whole buy menu, like a custom buy menu in the game, and you can like pick out your weapons, and as you kill people, like you can go to the buy menu and buy more stuff, and all that is just not working right now. So but
sad.
At least multiplayer is
solid. We had 0 issues doing crossplay together.
Yeah.
So
we're back, baby.
But I will say, if you want to test out your piloting skills, there are ones in there called helicopters and jets.
Yeah, I need to do
and
that.
You can drop in those. You just got to make sure some of them are called helicopters and jets, and they're actually masked as a XP farm thing. So you spawn in a point, and there's like 10 guys in there. They're just like murdering everybody as they spawn in. And I was like, you assholes. So they're cheating the system a little bit, but otherwise it's very cool. And you can test out. Like I was learning how to fly my helicopter, and I got much better at it.
Yeah, I was looking into it. There's settings you can change in the settings for
there's a lot of settings in the game too, which is nice.
So I guess I just need to do that, and I need to get into a Portal and just practice a little bit,
run around,
because it's pretty cool seeing the jets fly by.
Yeah,
like it's pretty badass, and like it just feels like war, just pure fucking chaos. Anything can happen.
Yeah,
fucking whole side of a building, just that wall that was your protection is just just fell over, and you're just standing there with your dick in your hand. You're like, don't shoot me. And I had cover.
And for all those people that are hating on me when I complain about smoke in Delta Force, I didn't once complain about smoke in Battlefield. It's fine. It's not broken here. It works great.
It doesn't work great in my opinion.
Oh.
I think the smoke could be a little bit bigger.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it's pointless.
Yeah.
But it helps out since I have the defib. I just run. I just fucking run.
Yeah.
Fucking go crazy.
I use them if I'm going to heal somebody. I just drop some smoke real quick, run in there, heal them, and run off. It's great.
I did a little run and a little bunny hop all the way there.
That's right.
So.
Cool. Battlefield 6 out now, ready to play. That's our thoughts of multiplayer, campaign, Portal, more to come on Battle Royale when that drops in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And
Think it's worth the price?
I think so.
Yeah.
I love it. I got 20
Buy it
hours
now.
in. I'm not going to stop.
I'm not gonna stop either.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals like? I don't know.
Oh, man.
I'm
I forgot
still
about
playing
game.
that. I want to play that so badly.
I do too.
Y'all gotta
Play
invite
that.
me because I'm not gonna do it by myself anymore. I need to play with friends.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Oh.
because Battlefield is just so easy to jump into, play for an hour.
So was Rivals.
Yeah.
You're right.
Rivals
but
is like way easier than.
Well, see, I was the
Battlefield.
opposite on Rivals. Like, I'm the same way as you on Rivals now. Like, that's how I normally play. But you used to be like soloing in Rivals. Now
Yeah,
you're like,
because I wanted to get good. I mean, it was
Yeah.
the only good multiplayer game at the time, and I really like
yeah.
Marvel. So
Well,
Because
yeah,
like
the
Battlefield.
finals is also a good multiplayer game.
the only
okay?
good multiplayer game that was there at the time until we had Battlefield 6.
Yeah,
but-
whatever.
Battlefield, you jump into a match, it'll last forever. You know, with Rivals, at least it's what, 5 minutes.
Yeah,
These
no,
matches
yeah.
are a lot shorter though. I was
I don't know,
honestly
man. I felt
impressed.
like I was
like,
in
They tell you.
forever.
They tell you at the
yeah,
top.
they tell you
like,
at the
how
end.
long.
Usually they're like 15, 20 minutes on
Good
average.
Lord.
Well, if
I'm
you're going to
sitting
big
there
team
like-
battle, well, I say big
Oh,
team
yeah.
battle. That's also another thing I appreciate. Like having 120 players is ridiculous. 64 is
I'm
the
glad we went
sweet
back to
spot.
64.
It feels good. It
Yep.
feels big enough, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Something about
Buy it.
stuff. Anyway, yeah, get it now.
Check it out.
Join the internet sensation.